Hey everybody, it's Mandy. Welcome back to my channel. You're watching Midwest Century Mandy. In today's video, it is part 2 of the Get to Know Me Q&A. I decided to do it in 2 parts because it would have been way too long if all of the questions were included in one video. If you do like this video, make sure you give it a big old thumbs up for me. Make sure you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. So without further ado, let's get into the next question. How would you describe your personality in 3 words? The first one would be quirky, but not in like a, oh, I'm a quirky girl type of a thing. Like, I am just a weirdo at heart, and not necessarily even at heart. I wear it on my sleeve. I'm just a weirdo. I'm unique. I am authentically me, and I'm not ashamed of that at all. The next one would be traditional. I love upholding traditions, whether it be in the home or for holidays or what have you, family traditions. Being that cute little trad wife, like, I just love it. I don't know. I know that's like kind of controversial nowadays, but it really does make me happy and just really important to me. The third one would have to be creative. I thrive whenever I'm in a creative environment, whether that be making videos or writing copy or creating pages for yearbooks, making invitations, writing murder mysteries. Like, anything that pushes my creative boundaries really just makes me happy. It makes me thrive as a person. So yeah, I would say quirky, traditional, and creative. Are there any life experiences or challenges that shaped who you are today? I feel like everybody has an answer, that same answer to this question. 100% yes. There have been challenges in my life and experiences that I've had that have really made me who I am today. I don't want to get super deep on here, but I have gone through a couple of like traumatic experiences, and I 100% believe that I took those traumatic experiences and turned them into the most positive thing possible, and that is starting in my faith journey. I will probably jump into this in a different video. I really want to break that down a lot more for you guys. I started my conversion to Catholicism in 2018, and I received all of my sacraments in 2019. And from that moment on, my life has completely changed. My personality has not changed. The way that I treat people has not changed. The overall peace that I feel is something that I just can't explain. Am I the best Catholic? No. Do I go into valleys and mountains? Sure, 100%, and I think everybody does. Becoming Catholic has changed my life for the ultimate good, and has really shaped me into the person that I am today. What are my favorite books, movies, or TV shows that have had a lasting impact? I think the short answer to this is, for books anyways, is Harry Potter. It's some of my earliest memories of my mom reading Sorcerer's Stone to my brother and I when we were like really young, when it first came out, and I wasn't quite at the reading level for me to read it alone, so it was really nice for her to read it to us. And then as soon as I was able to read it by myself, I just dove in, and obviously like the entire series is very, very, very important to me. Same thing with the movies. I mean, I'm at the age where I kind of grew up with the actors as they played their characters, so each movie that came out, I was the exact same age as like the kids in the movies. Harry Potter was very much, and is very much, something that I still love. As far as movies are concerned, oh my gosh, like I could go on forever and ever and ever and ever about movies, and I probably will, so I'm gonna skip movies for now because we don't have enough time. But TV shows, there are 2 TV shows that I can literally watch over and over again, and I have. The first one being is Mad Men, and the second one being The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel. I love those shows so much. I think it's because I want to just like jump into the TV and experience the life back then, you know, the 50s and 60s. But a lot of my style inspiration comes from Joan from Mad Men. I'm like a mix of Joan and Mrs. Maisel. Those are just my two comfort shows. If I'm in a bad mood, if I'm sad or whatever, I will restart Mad Men from the beginning and watch it all the way through. I think I've done it probably 7 or 8 times now. And oh gosh, I could just go on and on. What is your favorite place that you've traveled to? So I've been a lot of places. I've been out of the country a couple of times, actually 3 times. You know, seen a lot of what the United States has to offer as well. But one place that will always have my heart and I always want to go back to, even though I've only been there 1 time last summer, is New Orleans. Look, New Orleans. Oh. You need to experience New Orleans at least 1 time in your life to just experience how magical that place is. There's really no place like it that I've ever been to before at all. It is so unique. It is so just authentically itself, which I love. It's a little grimy, but it's beautiful, and there's just so much culture, there's so much history, there's so much food. Just the food itself is just like unbelievable. Like it's insane. I cannot wait to go back. One of these days we will. I truly know what it means to miss New Orleans. What are my long-term goals and aspirations for the future? The biggest goal for me is to become a mom. Becoming a mom is something that I've always wanted. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a struggle. I've had a lot of infertility issues, but I've been taking care of myself a lot more than I have had in the past, and we had some really good news with a fertility consult just at the beginning of this year, and we're kind of in the clear to continue to try, and they think that we'll be able to conceive on our own, which is just an answered prayer for me. And I know that it's all in God's perfect timing for me to become a mom. More of a materialistic life goal is to either get a canned ham trailer and fix it up. I've been wanting to do this for, gosh, I don't even know how long now. Over 10 years. Just kind of get a beater trailer and fix it up and make it all cute and vintagey. And then if that doesn't happen, then just getting a small trailer that we can kind of take around and have adventures with our dog and eventually our kids whenever they come. What are your favorite fandoms? I have 3 major fandoms that I am very invested in. The first one being Disney. I am one of the biggest Disney adults you will ever meet, and I'm not ashamed of it. I'm sorry. Like, you can think it's weird all you want. I don't care. I was born and raised a Disney freak. Disneyland was in my backyard as a kid, so it was like, it's basically like a second home to me. Number 2 would be Harry Potter. I'm super into Harry Potter. I love the books, the movies, you name it. I know it's controversial for some Potterheads to say, oh my gosh, I love the movies, but the movies were just it for me. Love them. And rounding out my top 3 would be Star Wars. I am more so of an original trilogy type of a girl. In love with the world of Star Wars. Star Wars from yesteryear is going to be rounding out my top 3. I would say the entire Star Wars IP, but it's just not it for me anymore, unfortunately. Kathleen Kennedy, you gotta go, girlfriend. You gotta go. Disney, please fire her. I'm sorry. I can't do it anymore. Who in your life inspires you? I have a lot of people that inspire me. The first two being my grandmas, so my Oma on my dad's side, who is my dad's mom, and my Grammy, who is my mom's mom. Those two ladies have been through so much in their life and have overcome so much, and they are our true matriarchs of the family. They've lived completely different lives from each other, which is really interesting. And one of these days I want to do like a grandma interview where they just kind of tell me about their life in their words and I can share it with you guys. Next person is my mother. She is just the most genuinely nice and friendly person that you'll ever meet in your entire life. She's hilarious without knowing that she's funny, and she's just beautiful inside and out. I really owe who I am as a woman to her. Hopefully one of these days I will be half as good as a mother as she has been to my brother and I. The next two are my aunts. So my Aunt Terry, who is my dad's sister, and my Aunt Erin, who is my mom's sister. They face things with such strength, tenacity, and grace that it really inspires me to just, whenever I think I'm having a bad day, I just think about them and everything that they've had to overcome, and it makes me kind of just like put my chin up and just keep going on. And last but not least is my best friend, Gabby. We've known each other for almost 20 years now, and she's an amazing person, and she just loves so hard, and she is such an amazing mother, and she just is such a shining example of how you should be in a friendship. And she really is more than a friend to me. She is my sister. She is a sounding board, and she knows me better than I know myself. So yeah, those are my 6 inspirational ladies. That's it. That's the end of the second part of the Get to Know Me Q&A. Thanks so much for sticking around. I really wanted to do these Q&As just so you can get an idea of who I am, what my interests are, what you can expect from the channel. Please subscribe to the channel, like my videos. It really helps a lot. It's been really fun making these videos, and I have a whole bunch of content coming down the pipes. It's all planned out, all ready for you. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.